to another week of Prep Sports Chat at theoaklandpress.com and miprepzone.com. Keith, this is we're getting to what we've been waiting for all fall this week. The semifinals, the state football playoffs, and we have 4 teams still fighting it out.
Yeah, it wasn't looking good about 2 weeks ago. I think we only had like 7 or 8 in the district or regional final, but we had a good weekend last week, and yeah, 4 teams, which isn't bad. Obviously, the biggest story is Lake Orion after that miracle win last week against Stevenson. The game, I've never personally seen the likes of that type of game, and I'm sure others haven't. Just a complete miracle finish. And after that, yeah, Lake Orion will try and make their first state final in the school history, which would be a huge deal. But they got to beat Dearborn Fordson first on Saturday night, and then. Birmingham Country Day is a good bet. They play Crossville Lexington. They'll be favored in that game for a return trip to the state finals. They lost last year to Marine City. And then you got Bloomfield Hills Losser in Division 3 and Southland Division 2. Both are going to be underdogs in their games. It may take a supreme effort by those teams and a not so stellar effort by their opponents for them to pull it out, but you never know. Losser's playing Inkster and Southfield's playing unbeaten Morton in the South.
I think the line that rings from your story last week is, "Hey, wait, it gets better." You've covered football around here for a long time, and if there's any game that comes close to that, I imagine it'd be hard to find. But
it does, and in fact, I haven't been doing this very long, maybe 7 years, but just any prep sporting event, really, that was the wildest finish I've ever seen. Ironically enough, like me personally, the 2 big there's a lot of great memorable moments I've been around, like Pine, Northern, North Lake St. Mary's basketball games, but 2 that stand out involve Lake Orion. You got the baseball championship in 07 when they played Farmington and all 08-1 matchup, and then that game last week. It was just surreal.
Can you imagine being the kicker of that game? You mentioned that he had never kicked anything longer than 30 yards, and here he is. He just runs out there, and he's a mile away from the goalpost. And I think your comment was, "There's no way," and you had a ringside view kind of on it, and said, "Wait a minute. That's going to go through."
Yeah, I think what helped him was that there was just no time to think about it at all, because he was a wide receiver and a free safety too. So basically, it was just he had no time to warm up, and they had no time. No one had timeouts to sort of settle the situation down. It was just get out in the field, kick as hard as you can. You had no time to think about it. The adrenaline and just pandemonium and just the swing of emotions. I mean, Lake Orion has a reputation, fair or unfair. This is what people say of maybe not winning the big game, especially in football. And they're up 35-7, finally going to overcome this hump that has plagued them against Macomb County schools and losing in the regional final, because that's what's happened to them the last, 10 years or so, maybe 5-10 years. So they go from that emotion to, okay, we're finally getting over this hump, to blowing that lead, to falling behind by 1, of like, oh no, this is, it's happening again, to at the last second, just on a miracle kick. But maybe that's a break they needed. We'll see how they do against Fordson.
See how it goes. It's not the only sport going on this weekend. We have some swim finals, and it looks like another team maybe headed for a volleyball championship.
Yeah, we shoot this. We're shooting this right now, Friday afternoon. I'll be heading over to Battle Creek soon. Birmingham Marion is a good bet to win their semifinal. We'll play likely Jenison or Livonia Churchill. Well, likely Jenison, but could be Livonia Churchill in the state final tomorrow. Marion's been to the final, I think, twice in their history. I can't remember the last year, but never won it. So they were in the final last year and got beat by Jenison. If there's a rematch, we'll see if they can make amends. So yeah, they're our only volleyball team left. And you got Farmington Hills Mercy and girls swimming. They're favorite to win Division 2, and Birmingham Marion girls swimming Division 3 at Oakland University could win there as well. So yeah, big weekend.
Big weekend as always. Keith, a pleasure. Yep. Enjoy the weekend. Volleyball today, football tomorrow, and
then on to winter after next week.
Next week around turkey time, when we have a couple teams at Ford Field, right?
Hopefully.
That's it for Prep Sports Chat this week. Again, be sure to check out Saturday night. We will be filming the Lake Orion Fordson game at Troy Athens. Also live stream audio of that game. So don't forget to check that out at miprepzone.com. For Keith Dunlap, high school coordinator, Jeff Kuehn, we'll see you next week.